Well, good morning, Dr. Sasser, and firstly, thank you on behalf of Johnson & Johnson for spending some time with me today here at AOA in Minneapolis. Before we get into some of the details, I'd love to learn a little more about you personally.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here. I am from Dallas, Texas originally, so a Texan at heart, but I now practice in the Maryland area in an academic setting. My passion is about bridging the gap between evolving technology and patient-centered care, and I've done that over the span of a 10-year career so far. I've worked in corporate practices, I've worked in private practices, and now exclusively in an academic setting. And my goal is to improve the visual outcomes and quality of life of my patients at all stages of life.
And firstly, thank you for that. And specifically to presbyopic patients, what are some of the gaps in care that those patients experience today?
Yeah, with presbyopic patients, especially ones that are newly presbyopic, they're in that tricky zone of feeling too young to feel old, but also at the same time being a bit frustrated with the kind of current status of their near vision. And so there's a huge gap in kind of those patients not really understanding that there are contact lens options available for them for correction needs. And so our goal as optometrists is to educate those patients that you don't just have to put on readers from the store. There are actually contact lens options that you can put on that actually allows you to continue your life as you see it now, and that there's no huge kind of derailment of your daily life and function.
Thank you. So, Dr. Sasser, as you know, we're here at AOA and we're proud to be launching our first multifocal for astigmatism. From your perspective and understanding some of those patient needs, what drew you to this innovation?
Yeah, it's a great innovation. We're all really excited about it. A huge innovation in the field of contact lens, where we now have a lens that does both multifocal correction and astigmatism correction in a daily modality, which has not been the case in prior history. We know that a lot of patients were frustrated with having to switch out of their daily disposable lenses when seeking a lens that corrects both distance and near. And so with this new technology, we're allowing patients to continue life as usual, but now adding in that innovation that allows them to really fully access all areas of their vision. And that's a really exciting thing to be able to provide for patients. And as an optometrist, that's my job to show those patients that option.
I also learned that, by the way, you were one of the first optometrists to fit this new innovation on patients. What were those experiences? What did you learn and garner from that?
Yeah, that's a huge honor to be able to do that. It's always cool when you're the doctor who can show a patient something that no one's ever seen before. And it's been a great experience. The patients who have tried the lens often report a couple of things to me. Number one, the clarity of the contact lenses with the multifocal daily astigmatism lens is out of this world. Oftentimes with those astigmatism patients, they have been fit into a lens that's just a multifocal contact lens and not really fully accounting for their astigmatism. And so things like nighttime driving or computer work, things like that can be a little bit more tricky. And so with those patients, they're now coming back to me and saying things are much sharper at all distances, which is great. The other thing they tell me is that the lens is very, very comfortable. Right? So we know that, as we said earlier, the limited options that we've had in the past were in the monthly lens space, but now we have a daily option with all the innovations that are features of all of the Johnson & Johnson ACUVUE lenses, now bringing it to this lens. And so they're saying that not only is the vision better, but the comfort is great as well.
Well, that's wonderful. I can tell you that there's a lot of people who worked on bringing this innovation to market, and they will be extremely proud to hear those words about the impact this is having on patients. More broadly, you had choices when you entered the profession of medicine. Tell me from a personal perspective, what drew you to this particular industry?
The best part about our industry is that our industry actually listens to us, and it actually uses that information to create products that speak to the needs of our patients. And so with eye care and our eye care industry, I actually work directly with providing feedback about patients and what they're asking for. I'm able to provide direct feedback to them and say, hey, like my patients are asking for this. This is what we see in our clinics. And then that is used to create lenses that actually kind of bolster up and improve quality of life for patients. So that's my favorite thing about how we interact with industry and the eye care industry. And yeah, really excited about that.
Thank you. Let's maybe end on a more personal note. You told me earlier that you were choosing between either becoming an optometrist or a dentist. Mm-hmm. What do you love most about your work?
Yeah, I love my job, first of all. And the reason why I love my job is that I get to see my patients in form really long-lasting relationships over several years. And so vision is so personal. It's how we work, it's how we connect, it's how we view the world, and to be able to create solutions that actually lead to better comfort and better clarity for patients is it's a truly rewarding experience. And so every patient has a story, every clinical day is different, and it's really rewarding to be a part of that patient's story in that way. So I really enjoy just being able to have a positive impact on patients.
Well, thank you for that, and thank you for your time today. We are proud to be in partnership with you and appreciate everything you continue to do to bring better eye care to patients across the nation. Thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.